Well, I am now live, so good evening, everybody. I cannot. It's a one-time thing. It comes up when you start the stream. It will be in the party options. Yes. Good evening, Magica. It's fine. It's Wednesday, halfway through the week. Yeah, check near the top of the. If you're actually going to our party that we're in the chat.
Here we go, got it.
There we are.
Yay!
Excellent. Hopefully, Karsa's now audible. Woohoo!
Now I'm audible, but my character's not showing up today, so this is a fun day already.
It's all fine here.
I think Clang hates me.
Well, you did choose to anger Clang.
I know, I just a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe he hates Santa.
I mean, Clang suffers no challenge.
No, he just challenges every time. Oh, jeez.
Well, indeed. Indeed.
My energy is already low. Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, off to a flying start.
We're doing a real blast today.
We are.
I'm gonna go into my car, into my rover. I've been doing some things, and yes, I've been causing trouble. I angered the flying gods.
Karsa, at my end, your stream isn't live. Is that meant to have happened?
No.
Well, you're live, but you're not broadcasting anything.
Let's try this again.
And I am also having trouble connecting to my chat on my stream.
Oh, this is not good.
So it's going terribly well.
Yes, terribly well. Terribly. Come on. Oh, wow. OBS decided to take a dump.
Yay!
OBS, be nice. Ah! Yeah, we're having issues today. Alrighty. It wouldn't be a space engineer's day if there was not issues.
You are very correct.
Yes, launch.
So for those watching me, you may notice a few differences.
Lots of differences for him, actually.
Yeah, because a thing happened after Sunday's stream. Which is that by some miracle I managed to get affiliate. So, yay!
Yay!
Something that I wasn't expecting to happen. So, yay, awesome. Thank you, Magica. And thank you, Magica, for confirming that whilst I can view my chat on my... Yeah, Magica, I've just let Karsa know that her stream is having some problems. Her OBS died. So...
Yeah, so...
I think we're just generally having some technical gremlins, because I can only watch, or I can only see my stream chat by logging into it on my phone. I can't see it through the tablet that I normally manage everything through. So, it's going well.
It's going a blast, yes. Even though I restarted my computer twice today. just so I could
Yep.
stop having this issue. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the feeling there is definitely something up with Twitch today, Magica.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what we're going to do today is we're actually not going to be able to use this music.
That is very possible.
We are streaming, are we now? Yes. Okay, good. And I think what we're going to have to do is we may have to just use the PNG today. It's seeming like it's one of those days, you know.
Hey, Crazy. Yeah, all is going well. First affiliate stream. Thank you for the lurk. We are in a massive pile of technical issues as well. So yeah, it's all going well.
It's going. It's just.
And we haven't even started the Space Engineers bit yet.
God.
This is just Twitch giving us the technical gremlins. I mean, I've got a creation here that is designed to explode at the drop of a hat when mining. Karsa's had some driving issues. Yeah, it's all going well. All going exceptionally well.
Exceptionally. So we're not.
Okay,
we're not
let's
using
see how we do.
I wanted to use frontal rocks, but it's not liking me. I wanted to use my character, but he's not liking me.
Oh dear.
I think this is going to be a rough day already. I can tell.
I get the feeling you may be correct.
So we're going to go back to that. Anyway, let's start with the week. Maybe we can get something going. I don't know what's going on with anything right now. So, okay. So, if you are following me, and if you're not, please do. Even though I have technical difficulties, doesn't mean that I'm not good at what I do. I just did this crazy streamer. Okay, so on Friday we are going to be doing another Space Engineers. Hopefully it goes much better starting than it is today.
It won't.
Jinx it! Why?
What I'm here for, isn't it?
On Friday, that is what we're going to be doing. On Sunday, we have our Minecraft. And that Minecraft, we're finishing up the Christmas tree that Meltdown has already been working on.
Excellent.
And then Moody Money continues with Pathfinder. We finally made it to the surface, by the way. And so we will continue with the Pathfinder on that. On the 19th, we have a special situation going on. We're going to be doing a Starfinder special. Also, if you guys do not realize, I have it set up for my people that there's a challenge been made. And if you look at the challenge, if I get enough, for the Starfinder campaign, we will do a Starfinder campaign. Okay? So, that's me. Your turn.
My turn. Well, my week is considerably less hectic. Obviously, I will be joining you for Space Engineers.
Yeah.
Because I get the feeling that it might be needed, having multiple people. And I will be back after that on Sunday with a bit of Generation Zero 4-player co-op, because we're being really professional on that as well. Yeah.
Whatever did you think that we would have to have you there, besides the fact that I've almost blown up everything at least once or twice?
No comment on fear of incrimination. Anyway, but yeah, so that is my plans. Mine is nice and simple because, you know, I have work to fit things round. other than that, yeah, as you may have noticed, those that are dropping into stream, I have gained the wondrous affiliate status, so I will be working on things like emotes and all of that good stuff. But it kind of dropped on me mid-afternoon Monday, and I've been at Scouts and work pretty much ever since, so I've had zero time to look at anything. So, yeah, watch this space for changes, really.
Yeah, emotes and all. Are you gonna have, the emotes?
Oh, don't assume that I've planned anything. I have no idea what I'm doing yet.
You have not planned anything. Gotcha!
No, I wasn't expecting to make it this far. I was expecting not to make it anywhere near affiliate, so...
And then you met
yeah,
me, and you were sorry.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say sorry. But yes, no, it's, yeah, bit of a surprise. Nothing is planned. Pretty much standard for me, really. So, right. Should we get on with trying to get some construction work done before we're completely stuffed?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Because what Karsa missed out in her little, oh yeah, I'm running a Starfinder on the 19th. We're in the process of building the map for that.
That's what I forgot to say. Yes.
Which doesn't give us very long.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
And as a lot of you will have noticed, building in Space Engineers is not a quick process.
But I've kind of already started on the map while you guys were sleeping last night.
Yeah.
And I've been building at least the front entrance. Got that done.
Excellent.
I just need to get some more, we're gonna need a lot more.
Yeah, funny enough, I've just sorted out the production side of the very large miner. And we've got 16,000 steel plate built, so we can get a good start going.
Okay, good, because it's gonna take quite a bit. I've already made about 4,000 and gone through quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I mean, I used something like 6,000 on stream last week, so...
So yeah, okay, so one thing we have to know about this particular map is it does have to be big enough for a 12-foot bear and a 12-foot, Vosk, which is basically a big lizard that looks kind of like an alligator. Yeah, or a Tyrannosaurus Rex or something like that. Yeah, it's a lizard. Has to be able to get through half of the stuff, at least. Maybe not so much this part right here, but upstairs, definitely. In here, definitely.
So, considering that a block on large grid, which is what we're building in, is 2.5 meters.
This is just a normal door for them.
I mean, I don't do the metric to Freedom Eagle conversion very well, but a 5-meter door is pretty sizable.
Yeah. They're huge. They're huge. So, hold on. I gotta get
Right,
my
for the benefit of those
together.
that are watching on my end, what you've been seeing me set up in the background while we've been talking is our cargo management system. So this is something I'm going to have to show Karsa at some point, is scripts and things like that, and get her used to it. There is a script I'm running called Izzy's Inventory Management.
Yeah, you told me about
which is a wonderful...
About that, though.
I did, but I need to show you how to actually make it work. But Izzy's is a wonderful thing, but it's a little bit eager, shall we say, when it comes to sorting your cargo. So, for example, we have a nice little welding vehicle that we want to use here to speed everything up. But if I tried putting all of the steel plate into the welding vehicle and wasn't fast enough to undock, the script for Izzy's would actually steal all of that steel plate back and put it back into storage where it should go,
Oh boy.
emptying the welding vehicle. So what I've just had to set up is a tag on the connector that means it easily ignores the ship that's attached. So yeah, that's all you just saw me setting up on my stream. It's technical stuff and not particularly exciting, so good opportunity to deal with it.
Yeah, have to deal with that.
Karsa, you appear to just have a random block sat on the ice next to your building.
Yeah, that's the one that I lost.
Okay, so I'm not welding up the random block?
No.
Okay, we'll tidy that up.
I lost it.
We'll put that to good use.
I lost it.
One less steel plate that I have to go and make.
Yes, yes.
So, I'm okay to weld up these walls,
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
Excellent. So yeah, this vehicle is how we're going to attempt to get this done.
As fast as we possibly can. We still haven't put any windows in, but windows take silica.
We have got a lot of silica.
Okay, well that's a good thing.
Yeah, do not forget, we are not just using the resources on your base for this, Karsa. We simply don't have the time. We are using the resources on that massive mining rig of mine to get things done a little bit faster.
Yeah, because we definitely don't have the time.
No, so if you go over, while I'm welding up these blocks, if you go over to the mining rig, jump in the cockpit on the other side of it to where you're standing, because if I tell you the front, it's a square thing, it's got 4 fronts technically, and if you have a look in the inventory and just search for ingots, you'll see just how many ingots we got from the 7 million stone that we harvested last week.
Okay, so we're talking about this over here in this mining rig.
Yeah, the big mobile oil refinery looking thing.
The thing that you left here.
Yes, because I didn't fancy flying
it. Not the other one.
No, not the barge. The barge we might have to use later because it's a bit easier. Well, I say it's a bit easier.
You said it was.
Yeah. Alright, I will fully admit the barge is an absolute nightmare of a construction. Anyone that has played Space Engineers for any amount of time will look at it and go, what were you even thinking? But I like it. So yeah, if you just search at the top of that for ingots.
Ingots.
Yeah, literally type it in the search bar.
Okay.
And it should be good.
Alright. Wow. Nice.
And you can see how much we managed to get. That's from 7 million stone.
7
now,
million
stone,
and we only got that?
Well, we also have made something like 21,000 steel plates.
Oh, well that...
So we had a lot more iron than that. But stone is a really inefficient way of getting resources.
Oops, I forgot to close the door.
It was just the fastest way of doing it last week. Is just punch a big hole in the ground, get all of the stone and keep going. So what we will probably need to do, and it's why I brought the smaller mining vehicle over, is we're probably going to have to hit some proper ore veins. So actually going and finding iron, silica, nickel, and doing it properly.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I was trying to find silver this morning. Well, not this morning,
Fortunately,
yesterday.
I found some flying over.
But he found them. So... Alright, so... I'm gonna finish what he didn't get down here. There we go.
Yeah, unfortunately I've got to be very careful flying this vehicle because, well, what are we at the minute? We've still got 14,000 steel plates on board this vehicle.
Right. We still don't want it to blow up.
No, it's just really heavy.
That too.
Which makes flying it a challenge.
I'm getting the ones you can't get.
Yep.
Now this area is supposed to be where the toy soldiers are.
Okay.
And the toy soldiers are just, small. So, this is fine.
That's fine.
Unfortunately, they're gonna be missing contributing to creatures being able to go through that door. So.
Yeah, well, it's what you get for bringing interesting parties. Am I welding up all of that floor?
Yes.
Okey-doke. That's nice and easy. Big flat floors are really easy to weld up with this thing.
Oh, I need block. Okay.
For anyone wondering, yes, welding with a welding ship in Space Engineers is really, really relaxing. You can just turn your brain off and weld.
That's not a bad thing. Turning your brain
It's a bit
off.
like mining in Minecraft sometimes. If you're in Minecraft and you've got a good branch mine going, and you just turn your mind off and go.
Yeah.
Same idea with, welding in Space Engineers.
Yeah. So that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all.
It's not. It's just, there are certain ways that are easier to weld than others. Like, welding in tight spaces, that's stressful.
Well, that's why I'm doing it.
Yes, yeah, definitely safer with a character.
Because I figured that would be the case.
Yeah.
Really? Must you? Always making energy is low. Always energy is low.
Yep, welcome to Space Engineers. You get sick and tired of that message really quickly.
So, how are you all doing while we're trying to get back into normal space?
Yes. Yes, welcome to those in chat.
Meh? You're doing meh? Aww.
And I think I can now... Yay, I now have both chats up.
I don't. I need to work on that.
That's alright, mine's nice and quiet at the minute. I've got a Magicka and I've got a Lurker, so...
Lurkers are fine.
Lurkers are very appreciated.
We like our
have
lurkers.
no problem with lurkers.
We like our lurkers.
We do.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this down so I can see it better. Okay. Oh, speaking of which, we did have a few follows since last time. Or no, I guess not. Nope, I was wrong. Well, I got the Noxus. Noxus did, and I know Roasty did, and Rose Sid did. They showed up last night.
Cool.
So, yeah. But I constantly do this. I don't know if you ever get people following you as you're not streaming.
Yeah, I have noticed that most of my streams get as many views when I'm offline as they do when I'm online.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Which is fine. Hello to the VOD community.
I love it. I absolutely love it because I don't expect it. You know?
Nope.
Especially with the fact that, things happen. And why is that closing today? Oh, we're gonna have issues today. I have to have a talk.
Dear.
I have to have a talk with OBS today. It's just,
Oh.
I'm gonna have to shake it.
See, this is one of the few times that I'm happy that I only have to deal with Space Engineers and the Twitch app.
Yeah, this is one of those days.
I don't have any
like,
choice.
This is one of those days when you want to tell Twitch, get your game on because you're not working for me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Though I will say that streaming on console has its own issues.
Our communities have the highest viewer retention, actually. Yeah, but that's expected. So.
Yeah. And that is something I will be looking to start doing, is some sort of community events, but they're a little bit trickier to do on consoles.
Well, I have news for you. My husband
Oh.
is buying me for Christmas the Xbox Game Pass.
Ooh.
So,
I mean, it has got a lot of games on it. It will keep you out of trouble.
How will it keep me out of trouble? That's not normal.
Because it'll have lots of games for you to play.
That will not keep me out of trouble. That will keep me in trouble.
Well, you know, dealer's choice.
Anyway, so we're doing pretty good here. Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, it's a lot faster when you've got one of these. And for anyone wondering why I had a resource shortage, I mentioned it right at the start, that the reason there's a second mining vehicle over there is I had to build another one because I ran out of materials at my base. Kyle, who some of you will know from the Generation Zero streams, wanted to print off a spaceship. And I now have a printer big enough to print a spaceship.
I just realized something.
Oh dear. So we tried to print it, thinking, yeah, I've got 55,000 steel plates and a whole load of other resources. That'll be plenty. No, we ran out, had to do 7 different mining trips, including a couple of asteroid runs, to get the resources from space, and still I'm almost out of resources at the end of it. So had to build a new mining vehicle, which, me being me, decided, oh, I need a cheap mining vehicle, let's make it super complicated.
Okay. We
will experience that when we go find iron in a minute.
We needed to have the door bigger to get in.
That's fine.
So that's why I did that. It's like, that's not gonna work. I'm not gonna be able to get that up right there, in there, if he can't get through the door. I mean, but again, they did choose to have a 12-foot character.
Yep. I mean, there's a few reasons that I haven't played a centaur in any of our D&D campaigns, for example. You any idea how awkward it is to try and get a horse into places?
However, I did say there would be like abdominal snowmen that would have been able to come in here. So yeah, it makes sense that the doors would be bigger. It doesn't make sense if the doors have to be so big.
Well, I don't know. Every factory I've ever been in, the doors have always been huge because you've got to get the machines in.
True. That is true.
Otherwise, time for a funny work story from Tenable. I work for a water company. So in the UK, you know, there are several companies that supply clean drinking water. It's a bit different from how I understand it works in the States, but yeah, short version, I work for a company that supplies drinking water. Some of our buildings are really old, like 1890s old.
Oh, wow.
And they didn't necessarily think ahead when they designed those buildings. So one of our pumping stations, which was built in the 1890s, still has a Victorian pumping engine in it, an old-fashioned beam engine, because they physically built the building around it, and there's no way of removing it because the building is a protected listed building, so we can't knock a hole in it. So we just have this massive Victorian pump sat in the middle of a very modern now pumping station.
Oh wow. Hi, Flamey.
So always think ahead.
Welcome in, and guys, we've already made it to 7K on the Starfinder campaign. We're more than 25% to the campaign.
Does this mean we've got to build some more maps?
Yes.
Had a feeling that was coming.
Which is making this pretty much a permanent thing.
Oh well, never mind. These things happen. Hey, Flaming.
We'll be making maps until
until Space Engineers doesn't work anymore, which will probably be, I don't know, Tuesday?
It's
the luck we're having with technology tonight, I would be amazed if it makes it to the end of the stream. Um,
don't do that. Don't do that.
you will eventually get used to my sense of humour, Karsa. Either that, or I'll just drive you completely up the wall. Right.
Well, actually, Space Engineers is driving me up the wall because they changed the way I can't see the chat the way it should be. Space Engineers.
Space Engineers hasn't changed since last stream, Karsa.
No. Never mind.
Yep, that was a sentence. I'm glad I'm keeping you entertained, Magica. You see, this is what I'm here for. I'm here as the comic relief, apparently.
Karsa, wait, what are you saying? I gotta read this. This is getting crazy.
Thanks, Magica, I think.
You sound like one of those radio persons to talk. It already has a grasp on her sense of humor and everything else. Yes. Oh, touche. Why are...
Oh, dear.
Why?
Hey, Karsa, is your character warm? I've got some welders here, I can warm you up.
No. No.
Are you sure?
No.
Are you really sure?
Yeah, I'm very sure.
Otherwise known as I've run out of blocks to weld.
Okay, alright.
And as we're also down to 4 and a bit thousand steel plate, we might want to go and find some of that iron now.
Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna have to anyway. I don't think there's many in the other place, but let me see. See how much is in the other place. I made a bunch, but I don't know how much is left.
With a build this size, I think the answer is we're always going to need more. Why am I doing this the hard way? I've got a camera mounted on the back of this ship for a reason. There we go, much quicker.
So, let's see here.
And you know what, Flaming?
Yes.
I've got the perfect face for radio, so
Yes.
yeah, that's good with me.
Yes.
Alright,
we have 3,000 in here. 3,278. And...
okay, we've got...
No, we have 5,000 left.
We got 6,500 in the mining platform.
And so we really have about 10,000 total, which means we're nowhere near. Alright.
But we've also got 320,000 raw iron.
Okay. So, make more.
So we've got, yeah, I'll queue up some more for production, and you lay out some more rooms. Never mind, apparently I've already queued up 7,000 ahead of time.
Alright. I'll lay out some more rooms. Okay, so...
Let's just...
This is
Let's not mess about.
This is the first floor. This is the first floor. Basically...
Okay.
What are we putting here? Another door like the one we have up there?
I mean, that's very much dealer's choice, up to you at this point.
Well, I don't know what the gate looks like. You gotta go see it, have a good stream. Thank you for that, Flaming. Peace out.
No worries, Blaze, catch you later.
No worries. Alright, so yeah. I'm gonna use... See, this is the maximum size I want to go for. Really. And this is supposed to be where the printer is, so we're gonna have to go downward. Which means I need a gate. But I don't know how big the gate is going to be. And it's gonna go right here. The big gate is gonna go right here. Once I figure out the big gate, I can figure out the next rooms.
Okay. Right, I have just queued up a whole bunch of everything in the production on this thing.
Okay, so gate key.
And yeah, we are going to need more iron already.
Really? That bad?
Well, what I've queued up is going to use up 430,000 kilograms. We've only got 320.
How big is it, the gate? How big is the gate?
So you've either got the gate that's on the front of your building already,
Nope.
which is a 5x2.
Needs to be bigger.
There isn't a single block that's bigger, but there is something. I'm going to have to do this the fun way. Creative mode. Right, where's Karsa? There's Karsa. Right then, so the other option you've got is something that's called an airtight hangar door.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
And you can stack these things to make bigger gates. So that is a single airtight hangar door.
Okay.
And we will need to open it. Oh, and of course there's loads of airtight hangar doors on this grid. That work? Yeah, that worked.
Yeah. Okay, so
that will slowly extend out.
to how far? 4 blocks?
2 blocks.
2 blocks?
So you can then put another one there, which would close off the other 2. And you can obviously stack those as high as you want. Another trick you can do, but it limits the size of the door you can make, is you can actually sink one into the floor there, and then you can make it a 5 wide door.
Oh, okay.
But the reason that limits the size of door you can make is because you need to do that at the top, otherwise it won't seal, which means you can only go
That high.
like that, and then you'd have... Come on. You'd think this would be easier being in creative mode, but no it's not.
Okay, so
And then you'd end up with a door like that. Now you can make that wider, but you can't very easily make that taller at that width.
nope, that's the height we'll go. And that means that we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8?
No, it'll be an odd number because it's you've got 7 across there.
7.
Yeah, that'll be the opening will be a 5x4.
5 by 4. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's put it as... Okay, here. Let's make sure we get this.
So let me get rid of the cheaty blocks.
And it'll go right here then.
And the other cheaty block. There we go. Yeah, so it'll be a 5x4, and you need to punch out the middle of the bottom floor.
And we have to get rid
So
of this
wherever
block, whatever this block is.
No, that's the one I deleted to put the one in the floor.
Alright.
That's legit. That's fine. Because I had to delete one of the ones we just hand welded to make it work.
Okay, it just looks
So-
like it's missing something.
No, it's just a different colour.
Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, so this would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, this is perfect. This amount right here is perfect.
Cool. So
Now, we don't want to go this low. We want to bring it up
okay.
because we're going to put the printers here.
Right. So you
can't,
do know how.
You can't go under, but you can go on top. So this is the printer part.
Okay, you do realise how big welders are, yeah?
There are at least 2, right? 2 or 1? 2.
One welder.
Alright, so I gotta put it up another level. Alright, cool.
Cool, just making sure.
Nope, that works for me. Thank you. Explains a lot. I have to...
Brilliant, Magica.
What did Magica say
I guess
to
a
me?
good point. I'm probably sitting on a fairly large number of cookies myself.
Yeah, yeah. You probably are.
Having said that, that would also by default be creating more work for myself.
Probably.
I'll go get a welding ship.
You'll be permanently in Space Engineers whether you like it or not with me.
Apparently so. Apparently so.
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Jury's still out.
Ow! Ow!
Oh no, it's more for space engineers than anything else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well.
Space Engineers is a brilliant game, and when it's good, it's absolutely amazing. When it's bad, however, it's really bad. So where are you putting the door on this thing?
So I'm gonna put the door above that.
Because don't forget the way that door's built.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna have where have they gone? So if you're gonna have the doors,
Oops.
for example,
I missed.
there and there.
To
get the one going up the middle, you'd need to take this block out.
Yeah.
And put the door in.
Yeah. And then we'd be good to go. I am definitely going to be running out of juice pretty soon.
Right. Tenable, it helps if you take off creative mode after you've got rid of the cheaty blocks. There we go.
Yeah, but that is, so this is the floor. This is the floor.
Right.
Which means...
So floor height.
This actually will
floor
not
height
be open for anybody.
Oh, you can have some fun hiding stuff around the workings of a welding pit.
Oh, that's true. Alright, fine.
We can do some horrible things with that, don't worry.
Okay, alright, we'll do that. Yeah, but that's the floor. Because we need to have the welding pit. And then the door is up there, which means then we're going to need a way to get up there. Which I gotta take care of that myself.
Yeah, Magica, you're not wrong. It is a still in development game, and I don't think that is stopping anytime soon.
Yeah.
I mean, we are due another update imminently.
Now the reason why I use the one side walls here is because it does take less iron.
It does.
But the welding just seemed like it needed to be doubled. So.
No, that's fine.
So this is.
I mean, in the amounts that we are using, the difference between an armor panel and a full block isn't a huge thing at the end of the day.
True.
Just because of how many blocks we're placing. But you can do some more fancy stuff with the armor panels. You can get some more detail going. Right, let me go and get the parts for those airtight hangar doors.
Oh, jeez. I'm on the other side. How can I get to this? I better go.
You having problems there, Karsa?
I'm having low energy.
Oh.
I need my energy. My energy is a mess.
Oh dear.
Peace. Peace. Okay. Let's just bring it over here, make it easier for us to jump in. And then I'll need it when I go to the other side, and I'll have to bring it over there. Wait, there we go. See, I've gotten better at driving a little bit.
Glad to hear it.
Uh,
So for my stream, what I'm doing here is I've added two of the. I've added two of the airtight hangar doors to my build planner, so I'm just withdrawing all of the parts that we need to build those airtight hangar doors and loading it into the welder, because it's 3 or 4 trips with my engineer, so if I can just load it into the welder it's much faster. It also means that if Karsa's not paying attention, I can warm Karsa up.
please don't. Please don't. I didn't mean it.
Karsa, can I make a suggestion, or an observation should I say?
What? Did I do something wrong?
No, you haven't done anything wrong. I'm just giving you an extra artistic option that you may not have been aware of.
Okay.
Search for ramp.
Oh, ramp. Well, then do we undo this?
We can undo that.
Alright, hold on.
We can just put the parts back into the welding ship.
Just might do that. Thruster ramp. Ramp.
Yeah, no, I don't think we want engines on our thruster, but there are a number of different ramps.
Okay. Let me go through them.
You have stairs, you have ramps, which are 2x1 slopes.
Yeah, I just got ramp. Alright,
Yeah.
let's undo that.
Just gives you a little bit more texture on the floor.
Yeah.
And the other one we've got is we do have 3x1 slopes if you wanted a more gentle slope.
I want a more gentle slope.
Because these and the ramp will be a 2x1. So 2 blocks out for every 1 block it drops. We do have a 3x1 ramp.
Okay. Alright, so would it be a 2x1 or would it be a 3x1? 3x1 is going to get us way out here.
So that's your 3x1.
But that is more gentle and it would make it probably, yeah. That seems better.
For anyone wondering where we got the 3x1 slopes from, because these are not in the base game, these are courtesy of the AQD armor expansion mod. I am going to be putting together a mod list, a proper mod list for this. So yeah, I will be adding that to my stream at some point.
You could almost make a small room down here.
Oh, that's a great place to hide things like batteries.
I think that's what we'll do.
Yeah, that is the perfect place to hide batteries and things that you don't really need people seeing.
Yeah.
You also don't have to completely fill it in.
Cool. Alright.
You can just leave it as a void if you wanted to.
Yeah, I was thinking this would be great for hiding stuff, but you just said battery, so that makes sense to me.
Yeah, the only thing you will need is you'll
I
need...
am out of stuff.
have a look in the back of the welder.
Okay. Oh, alright, we're good. Okay, so we'll just put one here and then we keep going with the ramp
Yep.
all the way across. Okay.
There you go. There's your 3x1 slopes.
And then we put more. We have to put 3 more, or have to put the rest of them down so that they're flat. And then I think we're done with that part. And then we can probably put batteries down here. Yeah. Yeah. It'll work. So active development is going to be an active development until
That's talking about
development
space
is getting
engineers.
bored with it. Yep. Yep. Most definitely. If you're going to donate, if it were for a maximum, you would donate everything to the stream. Well, that tells me you definitely want to play in Starfighters. So, Magica, you're going to need to make a character. And if I can, Tenable, if I could try to get it at a time that you could play, I'd ask you to make a character.
Well, I think we know that's going to be a challenge.
That is a challenge. But that's why...
It's challenging enough getting the stream sorted out.
Those blocks don't seem to be matching up right. The ones that we put in the makeshift. They seem to, like, clip it.
Let's have a look. Where are we going?
Right here, the edge, it's clipped, and the edge is clipped over here. Does that cause a problem?
It shouldn't. It's just a texture thing. The hitboxes will be fine.
Okay. Alright.
If you can walk over it with your character and your character doesn't jump up in the air, you'll be fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Good. Okay.
Right. What I will say, you are going to want to build this welding pit whilst you can still get the welding ship in.
That's what I was thinking.
Have you also thought about where you're going to put all of your cargo storage for the parts to feed the welders?
Well, we could put it underneath the ramp.
Hey, Cleo!
Hi, Cleo!
You have a lady...
Welcome! Welcome in! Aw! It's okay. We like seeing you here anyway. Okay, so yeah.
So, this building, because I know you want this to be your production building as well.
This is the production building. It's going to be everything.
So, you are going to need refineries, you are going to need assemblers, you are going to need storage.
Okay, refineries is going to be in where the elf workshops are.
Right.
And storage is also could be on the other side of elf workshops.
Okay, because we might want to get some of these bigger blocks placed so we know where they're going. Because then you're going to have to run conveyor pipes everywhere.
Yeah, there's that.
Let me grab some steel plate. I'll set out your welders for you.
Okay. Was it?
We can at least get that sorted.
But yeah, we can make the elves workshops be the spots where we have like storage, aka presents.
Fine. Are those the areas left and right of this welding pit by any chance? Cool. I just need to know which way round to put our welders.
Yeah.
And how wide
both
do you
sides
want
are
this
the
welding
elves
pit?
workshop. Well, I don't want it to be any wider than this. Than the door itself, because if it can't get through the door, why are we doing that big of a welder pit?
No, that's fine. Right, slight problem.
What's the problem?
We've got snow going through the floor,
Oh, that is a problem.
which means we can't place welders.
Which means we have to undo it.
No, just means there's going to be some very horrible noises for a few seconds.
Okay. But yeah.
And maybe some welding afterwards. Right.
No wider than the doors themselves. It doesn't make sense to go any wider than that, really.
That's fine.
So that gives us more room, I guess, for extra pieces like conveyor belts and stuff like that.
It also means that you can walk around without getting cooked by your welding pit.
And that's good. That's good. Because we could have used that last time.
My welding pit is perfectly safe, thank you very much.
As long as you're not on it. Yeah, it's
Okay.
so they're going about, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, going back into the car.
Why can I not place a welder here? Place engineers.
Could it be that there is snow underneath?
I've just hit it with a drill, so... There was no visible snow, but, you know, that doesn't always stop space engineers. And yes, the checkerboarding is deliberate. One, it's to save materials. Two, it's to save lag. I also may have got slightly carried away here.
I think you went too far. You definitely don't need that last line. Yeah.
We don't need that line there. And we shouldn't need this line here either.
No. That's good. That's about right. Yeah. And then over here.
Ow.
The same. Are you okay?
It's fine. Nothing like flying into a half-built welder.
Okay. Yeah. That's about right what I'm looking for. And
Yep, not that one.
they will cook themselves if you get them too close. And they will...
Actually, they won't.
They won't cook it themselves.
No.
Just...
No, welders do not cook each other. The reason you don't just make a solid block of welders is the more welders you have running at the same time, the more lag it generates.
So we don't need that. Therefore, we're doing this amount. Yeah.
No, and welders weld in a 1.5 block area out from the centre. So these welders will all overlap.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now we've got all of that in place.
We need one more line. Or do we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I was just seeing if we could get away with it, but there's a risk of you ending up with unwelded blocks if we do that, so let's not take the risk.
Okay, now it's fine. Now it's fine.
Yep.
Which means we have plenty of room to move around.
Yes. Although we do need to get the conveyors in. Right. Let's place down your refineries and storage and assemblers, because that all needs to be connected to this welding pit.
Okay.
So let's rough those out.
Okay. That's why I have the elf workshops right here.
Okay.
And if we need to make it wider, we could just take up the second part of the room. We don't need to have this
Fair
block
enough.
here. We can make it as wide as we want.
Cool. So, is this going to be refineries?
Yes. That's what this is supposed to be for.
And seeing as we are doing a fancy map, we'll use the fancy refinery.
Yep.
Okay, how many are you wanting in here?
How many you suggest?
So we want a gap between them at least. Are your assemblers going in here as well?
Yes. There we go.
Right, okay. Put those in there.
Okay.
Now there is a fancy version of the assembler, but to be honest, it's not actually that useful of a block unless you're, building a spaceship, just because of how they've designed it.
No, then don't worry about it. This is fine. This will work.
So we'll just use the basic version of the assembler, I think.
Yeah.
Right, which means I'm going to need to get creative with how I lay this out.
So, this is Santa's elves coming up here. As Santa's elves are about the size of us. Coming up here. Yes. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, this kind of makes this place pretty...
Oh, this room is going to look really crowded.
Yeah.
This is going to look like a proper workshop.
Big enough, though, for a vest to get through. Just big enough for a vest to get through.
You're going to have some problems with that because the middle height of these are going to be joined together with conveyor pipes.
Oh, here in the middle?
But one block up.
One block up.
So that point.
Oh, so they're gonna have to crawl and then get up.
Yep. Well, there'll be a gap at each end.
Okay, well then if there's a gap at each end, they can go that way.
Yeah.
I'll just take care of this. I'll get rid of this.
Or we can turn those assemblers onto their end and have the conveyor tubes running along the ceiling.
Probably not. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that'll work. They could just go through here.
Okay, cool.
So, that explains... Yep, that'll do.
Right, now, there's something that all of these need that I don't think we've got the materials to build yet, and that's cobalt.
I got cobalt.
You got cobalt? Excellent. We're going to need quite a few
cobalt.
metal grids.
Okay, so I have to get rid of this right here. I think. Or no. Are we gonna be okay?
You'll be fine. There's nothing going on this end of the assembler, so you'll have a gap here.
So they can just get through. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right, so we need about 200 metal grids made.
200 metal grids.
Yep, and I need to go and find some battery power.
I got cobalt last night. So.
Excellent.
I know where to get more if we need it.
We probably will by the end of this project.
Okay, so there's already 3. Put this in here. Take these. How many grids did you say?
We'll need to produce about 200.
We have 200.
Excellent. Is that all we have?
Yes.
So put another 200 on.
We also are out of... Ooh. We may be out.
What are we out of?
Maybe out of cobalt. Like, we're out of everything. We're going to be going mining, it seems, today.
Unfortunately so.
Alright, so I've got some grids.
Cool.
Do you just want me to weld these together?
Yeah, we'll just put those grids in the various blocks that we've got.
It says I need steel plate.
Oh, you'll need loads of other stuff, but if we just get the grids in them now. So you'll notice as you're welding it, it's the middle of these.
Middle of these?
So if you come up to where I'm flying...
Alright, got the grid.
Yeah, so if you do that on those, and then for the sort of plus signs that I've built over here, the assemblers...
I mean, we're already out. Huh.
How many have you got in your inventory?
I had plenty. Let's see here. None. Okay, fine.
So you can only carry so many, they're big and heavy.
They're more than heavy. Well, crud.
Yeah, you can carry 60 at a time if you've got absolutely nothing else in your inventory.
But I have stuff in my inventory.
Yep, so I've just grabbed a few.
And I'll grab this back.
Is it enough? Nope, that's me out, so we need 20 more.
20 more?
Yep, and those just go in the last two assemblers.
Okay. There we go. More. Can I walk straight? Okay.
So it's these two at this end, where I am, behind you. And it's the middle of the block, so it's not the one on the floor. So you've got to go at it from the end and get the one in the middle. Karsa?
Which one?
The assembler, so the one in the middle of that plus.
And energy low. Okay, I got those two.
Yep, so that's all of the metal grids for this room in place.
Alright. Energy is decided to be low. We're going to go take care of this problem.
Energy is always low around here.
This is a common thing.
It really is. Right, let's get some interior plate.
I am in the hole. Whatever this thing is. What is this thing called?
What is what thing called?
This yellow forklift. The forklift.
The absolutely awesome forklift truck.
That's yes, that thing.
They're really useful.
So, all right. What else
Okay,
do we
now
need?
to start doing some plumbing.
Okay, what are we gonna do for plumbing? We're leaving this
So, we
area open, right?
Yep, we're going to leave this area as open as we can. So, what I'm thinking is if we have a T connector between these, pointing upwards.
So they can't get in there. Gotcha. And then if it goes upwards, that means that the third can go across.
Bring that up like that.
Uh-huh.
Because the problem we've got is we've got to connect it to the welding pit down at ground level somehow. You need to decide where you want the tube that has to end up at ground level in your welding pit.
We can put it this way. Oh no, they have to be able to walk that way. So can we go over this way and down?
Yeah, we can do that. The other thing to consider is it's more important for the welders to be able to access your storage containers than it is for the welders to access your assembler. Because it's more likely to be pulling bits you've already made rather than waiting for the assemblers.
Okay, well, storage is going to be on the other side.
Yeah, and we're going to need to connect your assemblers to your storage as well.
So this is going to be a rough base. Okay.
So you're going to need to work out how you want a cargo tube to run from those assemblers and refineries on that side over to your storage if you want that over here.
If we could do that. Let's see here.
Because, I mean, you could, because this is
Put it
sort
right
of an
around
underfloor...
right here, yeah?
Yeah, this is sort of an underfloor duct type sort of area, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So let's see, do I have any steel? Oh, good, that's interior plate. Because yeah, what you could do, if I just put the corners in, you could just run a tube
from there to there, and then up and over. Is that what we're saying?
potentially, yeah, or you have the, because the door is actually going to be a lot higher up, isn't it?
Yes.
So we could, actually that's going to change how we build this entire room, possibly. Because do you want the whole of the base's floor at this height, or just the welding room?
The rest of the build is going to be at that height. And higher.
I'm just trying to work out where the
higher.
floor is.
The second floor is over this.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking your production room, if you like,
Mm-hmm.
the workshop. What's floor level in there? Is it the same height as the welding pit, or is it lower or higher?
It's right here. This is the.
It's right there.
This is the
Okay.
floor. Because I
Because
can't.
then you've got a, ramp up to the welding pit.
Yeah. This is the height that I had chosen because I had to put in those blocks underneath.
Oh, you're going to need that floor, you know, that foundation in, but let me grab some steel plate. It's going to be easier if I start placing some blocks.
Well, I mean, are they needing to? Well, you have to be able to get to the ladder.
Right. Well, what I'm trying to work out is, do we need to move those refineries up? Because
That's what
I
I was thinking. We could move it up. Would that make it easier?
Well, floor height
Mm-hmm.
is going to be up here, isn't it, for the welding pit?
Yes.
And if we move the floor height for the storage room and the assembly room up to the same height, we can have all of the tubes just running underneath in the floor.
Let's do it.
So all of that stuff we've just placed
We have to unplace.
needs to come down.
Yeah.
Which is fine. This is why you don't put all of the materials in it.
Yeah. True. But now we have. We're gonna need cargo set up real quick. Put it in.
Well, fortunately you brought some cargo with you.
Yes.
And I'll go and get the welding ship, because what we can do is just take it down and put it in the welding ship.
There we go. Yeah, and then we could make the floor go across, and we could just put the tubes underneath. And yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Right, so let's get these all welded up.
Yeah, that's the floor for everything then. That's the size for the floor for everything. And the bottom is just all the tubes and lovely things that we
The stuff you want to hide.
use. So that means that this could actually be closed off after we're done, or we could leave it open, and then it just allows for you to get to it faster. I don't know. I'm thinking. Don't touch me.
No, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, the tubes seem to work better for the bottom part. Yeah, you're right about that.
Cool.
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Right. Now, I'm going to see if I've got the parts to do something that's going to save us a little bit of time. So give me 2 seconds.
No problem. In the meantime, if you guys don't already know, I'm going to be doing a Streamloops giveaway today at 3:30.
So what I'm doing, just for the benefit of those watching Karsa's stream, not mine, is I am switching over part of our very useful welding vehicle so that it also has a grinder attached to it.
I'm going to watch it.
So we now have not only a pencil but an eraser.
You have a pencil and an eraser now?
We do.
Oh wow. Ooh.
And I fixed the paint job, which was really starting to bother me. So let's set the grinder up. So we can now switch between grinding and welding. So we have weld mode and grind mode. Which means that if we decide, like we just have, hey, we want to change the entire room,
we can do it in a drop of a hat.
and all of the parts go straight into the welding vehicle.
Yes. I like this. This is
so
great.
Look.
I'm watching.
Get all of those.
That's quick. That's very quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's slower when you've got more blocks in it, but it just makes life easier.
Okay. Let's see. What do we got? What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I'm trying to get back into the stream please. Yes.
Right, and there we go, room tidied up.
That was quick. Alright, so now we put the tubes in, and then we're going to put the top on.
Well, the easiest thing to do is work out where the machines are going.
Machines are going above
Your
this.
refineries, your assembler. So we need to decide where we want to put those.
They're going on top.
So, for example, we liked where we had those refineries, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
So, oh no, I'm not. On principle, I am not changing the colour of the blocks I'm placing. So we need a gap there. So
I need to actually probably change these walls here, or am I going to use this as something else?
That's up to you. So we'll put down a nice plinth for each of the refineries. There we go.
Okay. Yeah.
We have one more in there. Ooh, too many blocks. Too many blocks.
Did we do something wrong?
No, it's fine. I misplaced a block.
Can you take that block at the top, or does it matter? Should we leave it?
Dealt with. It wasn't actually snapped onto the grid, so that would have caused you all sorts of problems.
Okay.
Right, so that's going to be floor height.
Yes. That's floor height.
So if we get those welded up now.
Okay.
And in fact, let's just get the welder in.
I'll get the ones you miss. Really? Must you?
Wasn't actually deliberate this time. It's because I was working on the welding ship. It's festive orange. My excuse and I'm sticking to it.
I want it red and white.
Well, you own the grid, so you can go through and repaint everything as much as you like.
That's fine. That's fine. It's no
yeah, there's a
big
few
deal.
blocks at the back on the bottom that I can't get the ship to.
That's fine. I'll get it. Although I'm gonna need block.
Pull it out the welder.
Welder's way up there.
Yeah, I'm about to land it. Calm down.
Thank you.
Right.
Also, I have metal grids in here, and I don't need that.
Yes. Leave them in the welder, because I will use them in just a second.
That's what I just did.
We're also... Hey, Karsa.
Yes? What did I do?
Absolutely nothing. Right, are you going to criticise my flying of the welder anymore? You haven't noticed what's following you at the minute, have you?
Oh. No. I'll try not to.
And no one is to ask why my welding ship is armed with a very large caliber Gatling gun. There are some questions that you just don't want the answer to.
I'm gonna hide underneath here now.
You're fine. I hope you know well enough that I wouldn't actually mow you down with a Gatling gun.
No, I'm just kidding with you.
No, but I thought I should say it for the chat just in case someone doesn't quite realise.
That we're joking.
I know some people do find the British sense of humour a little bit strange. My sense of humour in particular. So...
I've gotten used to British humor because I've dealt with a lot of Scots, I've dealt with a lot of...
Oh, the Scottish sense of humour is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I'm wondering where Will is right now because he would be saying, yep, she's dealt with me for years. Of course, then I'll be talking about him and he'll say that I'll have to say, speak of the devil.
Indeed.
Yeah, he does. Oh, the welding.
I mean, normally my sense of humour has a fair bit more, but I'm behaving. Mostly.
Mostly. Okay. For those of you who don't know, this right here is actually the size of the floor. We're putting all the ducks underneath here. All the ducks. All the ducks in a row.
Yes, we'll go with that. Right, and it's at this point that we put the welding grinding ship in spotlight mode.
Yes, because it's dark.
Okay,
And I'm
so
going underneath here.
do I have any interior plate in here? I do.
You should have some, since we have Well, where are we
Right.
gonna put the, well, those are the assemblers. Where are we gonna put the other?
So, well, these are the refineries.
These are refiners. Where's the assemblers going?
We're going to put those in just a second. I'm going to
Oh,
start laying out the conveyor tubes so
okay.
that I work out where we want to put the assemblers.
Gotcha. So this is where we're gonna put the conveyor tubes.
Yeah, because we've got 4 assemblers to fit in here. Because that would be my recommendation for number of assemblers.
Okay.
Problem with assemblers is they're either... they're either going to be 3 blocks high or 3 blocks high.
So 3 blocks high. Okay.
But it depends what you want sticking out of the roof. Do you want one of the speed modules, which if I show you what that looks like quickly, and it would actually be that way up,
Uh-huh.
sticking out of the floor, or what you'd actually end up with sticking out the floor is a conveyor tube somehow.
Either will work. It doesn't really matter because as long as I guess so, it looks like it'd be okay either way.
Okay, so let's... Now that I haven't got to worry so much about getting people past them,
Yeah, not with it being down on the floor like that.
we can have a bit more fun with how we lay these out.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking something like that.
Yeah, that'll work.
Cool, right, now to do it the proper way.
Never do it the proper way.
Well, I've got to take myself out of creative mode now.
Okay. Alright.
That's what I meant by the proper way.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
I was just dropping those in creative so that you had a sense of where they were going to sit in the room.
Well, this room is going to be very... I mean, only elves could possibly get in here.
I mean, that seems appropriate for Santa's workshop.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Cool. Right, so...
Now, chat, I'm debating. Do I make it blue and white or red and white?
Or orange.
Or freaking orange?
You're so glad you brought me along, aren't you?
Yes. In all honesty, I am glad I met you.
Cool. Right. There we go.
Okay. So what do we have here to make sure I understand?
Right. So what we have here is we have 4 identical assembler setups.
Okay, so we have them on the
So-
bottom, we have them on the sides, and then what's in the center?
So the centre is actually the assembler.
Okay.
What you've got around the outside of it is something called a speed module. And for each one of those, it increases the speed that the assembler works by 100%.
Oh,
So you've got 400% boosted assemblers here, which is what I normally run.
okay. Alright, that's pretty cool.
Downside of boosting the assemblers like this normally is that they also use 400% more power.
So you need a lot more power, which means we're gonna need to... Speaking of power, I need to go find my...
Excellent timing.
Yes, I am actually going to take this little wall here out because I'm tired of flying over.
That's fair enough. But yeah, so we shouldn't have a problem with power on a static grid like this.
Yeah. But
Though I must admit, I haven't checked your batteries in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, your batteries are fine.
Okay. Okay, good.
Fully recharged in -1 second.
So we're not too bad. Not too bad.
So we're still okay on power. I do want to check the fuel in your reactor though.
And we're back to normal. Okay.
Oh yeah, you've got plenty of fuel kicking around.
Okay, so we have a escape door here for the elves.
Okay.
The elves run away.
I mean, you've always got to have fire exits in your industrial buildings.
And here's my fire exit right here.
Excellent. Right. Oh dear. Okay, we probably... That's fine. We probably should get these assemblers welded up before we seal them into the floor forever.
That might be a wise decision, yeah.
Come here, little welding ship.
I'll get out of the way.
Oh, don't you want to get warmed up?
Not really. Not that warmed up. Oh, missed one. Oh,
Missed what?
I missed a block. Have to fix that. Yeah, I know, it's a lot of snarling.
Just, for those watching me, try not to pay too much attention about how I'm flying. This is a perfectly reasonable angle to have an aircraft at.
If you're watching me, you know exactly what the angle is.
Look, I've got to reach the blocks on the floor somehow.
True enough. True. I have a
Also, please ignore the sparks as I drag a circular saw across the wall. Whoa!
as long as it doesn't blow up.
No guarantees.
Something fell.
Yeah, it just completely ignore the large mess I've just made at the back of the welding ship.
Okay. What dropped? Wow.
Oh, nothing that important, honest.
Just the atmosphere thruster and...
Just, some of the reactors, a big chunk of the cargo...
And this little...
You know, little things.
Oh, you're... Roasty, welcome in! Welcome in! Well, glad to have you here. You're actually going to be able to see an entire stream. Yes?
Right,
Roasty, I think... Roasty, are you from... Australia? Or from UK? You're not. Okay. I'm not sure where you're from. You're not from UK either. Okay. I know you're on a different time zone than me, that's for sure. Alright.
okay,
Yeah, we just...
So,
yes, completely. Gotcha.
This requires a certain amount of repair work.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right back.
Germany! Oh! Nice!
Ah!
Very nice.
Well, guten Tag then.
Guten Tag. Is it Guten Tag? Guten Tag?
Guten Tag is good day. I won't inflict too much more of my absolutely terrible high school level German on you.
I've only had 9 weeks.
Once upon a time, I was actually mostly fluent in German.
Wow.
By once upon a time, I mean about 15 years ago. And I haven't really used it since.
It's more Guten Abend. Did I say that right? Guten Abend?
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
Assuming that I've still got my pronunciations okay-ish.
Ish. Okay.
As I said, I will try not to butcher your native tongue too badly.
No promises. We'll try not to. But thank you for coming in.
Yeah, always welcome to
Yes.
find a new face on here.
Welcome in. I still need more plate. Okay. That's what I was supposed to go get. Now that I've remembered.
Yeah, if you... While I'm going and repairing the welder...
Uh-huh.
Oh, doing okay. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to start welding up those assemblers and things...
Yeah, I gotta get some stuff.
OT, trust me, the English... butcher the English language on a daily basis. Don't feel bad about that. And don't get me started on the various different versions of English.
The English can butcher their own on a daily basis, so it's no big deal.
Yeah. I mean, to start with, there's this weird American version of English.
Oh! Damn, you're fighting words!
Yes, they are. I'm kind of used to that. Anyway.
Alright. What do I need to get?
Right, so, for the benefit of people watching me and wondering what the heck I'm doing running off with the welding chip, I kind of broke a rather important bit of it. And rather than use up Karsa's very, very limited resources that we're working with,
Kansas
I've flown
and
back
Arkansas.
to my base.
Why are they differently pronounced? I don't know.
Because English.
Because English. I don't really know. I cannot tell you. I can't say. But Arkansas, Arkansas. Maybe that's because they just wanted to. You know what? I could find out for you someday. What am I looking for?
No, but if it's sanity, you're not going to find it here. Right.
What about sanity?
We won't find it here.
That's for sure. Alright.
Okay, so chat, what I'm doing is I've flown back to my base where I actually have a welding pit set up with the blueprint for this welder.
Roasty, Danish is worse.
No comment.
I have my brother from another mother is from Denmark, and he says his is worse. So
Fair enough. Oh, I forgot I'd made one of those. Right. Don't mind me, I'm just going through my library of blueprints. This will be but a moment. Hey, there it is. Right.
yes.
So, it's actually going to be faster for me to print a new vehicle than it's going to be for me to repair that one. Just because I have the printer set up ready to go. What's uh-oh?
Oh, I was just thinking on looking at these not refineries, the assemblers.
Assemblers?
Yes. How am I gonna get to that top one?
Yeah. Now, Magica, you bring up Welsh. Welsh is really easy. And yes, this is going to be a horrible joke. I apologise to any Welsh people listening, but sorry, not sorry. Welsh is just English with all of the consonants removed, so that you can say it faster when you need to run away from the English that are invading your country.
Whoa!
It's fine.
Oh my!
Look, if I can get away of saying that joke to my Welsh friend, face to face, and he doesn't hit me, I figure I'm okay.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Like, wow.
In fact, I believe it was a Welsh person that invented that joke. So don't give me any rubbish for it. That's not my joke.
Okay, I won't give you rubbish for it.
No, Magica, you shouldn't have found that as funny as you did. That means your sense of humour is just as broken as mine is.
About right. Wow. Okay. Okay. Energy low again. Story of my life around here.
Yeah. Yeah, and yes, I agree. You would have thought that, language, the thing that's whole purpose is to make it easier to communicate, would, make it easier for people to communicate. Oh dear.
Like what? How?
Not entirely sure that worked.
I don't think it's a heater. Okay, this needs letters.
So yeah, I'm just casually printing off a new ship.
While he's doing that, I'm trying to make this work. Tubes.
We do have a multi-twitch going if people want it. I do not have the link to hand. I don't know if Karsa does. Just sudden thought. Some people may not realise we've got the old multi going.
It is on my Discord if Magica would like to share it with the group.
Cool. It is also on my Discord if people have that.
Because this is going to be a common thing for us to do, since you guys really do want us to do a Starfinder campaign. We're going to have maps.
We are.
Oh, your router's not loving it at all? Oh.
Okay, that's just like...
What did you stream? What did you stream today? You're sharing the
Magica, the multi-link.
The multi-link. Because right now, both of us are kind of busy trying to get to it. Wild drift. Okay. Yeah, just a little.
Ow! Also, note to self, welders, they are very warm.
Welders are hot.
Going back to my educational Generation Zero stream from Sunday, fire is hot, bullets hurt, and gravity is a real pain.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you obviously haven't caught some of our Gen Zero stuff, Karsa.
I did. I caught that. Actually, I was there. I said fire burns.
Ah. I mean, it does. We have proven this on several occasions. But yeah, so if anyone wants an absolutely, definitely 100% educational stream on a Sunday night, UK time, I'm streaming Gen Zero with 3 lunatics. I can safely say that. They're good friends of mine in real life. They've got to be lunatics to hang around with me. Right.
Alright.
Have we managed to build this vehicle?
Okay, so these are all 98%, they're 91% functional, but I still need to get the small tubes and a few other things.
We have managed to build this vehicle. Excellent.
Oh, so you're gonna do faster than me.
I'm going to be back very shortly.
Okay.
I'm just cheating slightly and getting the welding pit to do some of the hard work.
Yes. Okay.
Go.
Can I
Oh,
walk
God.
straight? No.
Turn that projection off.
Needs computers for the speed modules.
Yep, that sounds about right. I did order some up on the big rig.
We actually may be running out of stuff.
That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
And I can't get the top ones yet because I haven't made myself a walkway yet. Oh.
Okay.
So now I need the, what's it I'd say? Computers for this. Right.
Oh, this is about to get very dodgy very quickly, and it's going to be brilliant. Right.
That doesn't give me very much.
It's absolutely fine.
Sure.
Is low.
Right.
I want to get that print head out of the way, otherwise things are going to explode. Right.
What's exploding?
Nothing's actually exploded. It's all fine at the moment. I'm just making sure it doesn't explode.
Just like I am just making sure that I have enough energy to continue this project. Because it keeps
Also a good plan.
taking my energy. This place this area is see the whole thing about this is hot.
Yes.
It's hot
For
and it takes up energy.
For anyone wondering, we've got 3 planets in this save file that we can go to. This is the least hostile of the 3.
That
Okay,
doesn't...
keep that in mind.
Are you serious?
This is the least hostile of the 3 planets we have in this save file.
What makes the others not so safe?
So, both of the other planets... Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Roasty. Much appreciated. So, the other 2 planets we've got, one of them is called Pertam, which is essentially Australian outback, and it's populated by giant killer spiders.
Okay, I can see that.
And it also has 1.25 gravity instead of just 1.
1.25 gravity, okay, so that means
It means it's more difficult to fly,
Right,
your jetpack
yeah.
gets used up faster, and occasionally you get a sandstorm come through that's powerful enough that it removes the oxygen from the air and you start suffocating. Fun times!
fun times indeed.
And the other planet is the alien planet, which is also populated by gigantic killer spiders, but it doesn't have a breathable atmosphere.
So, wow.
So we're on Hoth.
Yeah. So it's got both of the problems. It's actually where this one is supposed to be kind of peaceful, the other is intermediate, and the final one is advanced because it's got both problems. Yes,
Yeah.
sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes, we will be visiting both of them. Do not worry.
I just got computer pieces. What?
Also, absolutely ignore the stupid thing that I'm in the process of doing, chat, and please don't tell Karsa.
Darn it, I
This is
don't have the stream
absolute.
up yet. Because it
Yay!
decided to close.
And this, chat, is how not to fly
Oh,
sensibly.
I have to see this. I have to see this. How not to fly sensibly. Huh?
Yep, yeah, just... This is a really bad idea. I'm going to make it work.
Really?
The question is, from this camera angle, can Karsa work out what I've done? Or are you staying out of the stream and not spoiling the surprise?
I'm kind of staying out of this stream. Kind of.
Thank you, Roasty. I'm glad someone believes in my insanity.
If you like sci-fi, you will love our streams.
Oh yes. And Roasty, if you are an old school Space Engineers player, the game has changed significantly, even just in the nearly 2 years we've had it on console. Oh yeah, that I suppose I should have pointed that one out. Yeah, we are playing Space Engineers on an Xbox on my end. So this is not PC Space Engineers.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
What?
You are unfortunately hamstrung down to our level, not that there's much difference. But yeah, I am actually playing this on an Xbox, so... Yes, there you go, Roasty, I thought that might get your attention.
Yeah.
So yeah, all those memes that went around a couple of years ago when they said, oh yeah, we're going to bring it to the Xbox, and everyone laughed. The evidence is in front of you. We have it on Xbox. We even have mod support on Xbox. We have crossplay.
We have crossplay because I'm on Steam.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So that was the easy bit. Now the difficult bit is landing this mess. I mean, it hitting the floor is going to happen pretty definitely. It's just doing it in a controlled manner. Hi, Karsa, I'm back.
I'm still not done.
Absolutely not doing a silly. Right. Okay, so anyone wondering why this is such a silly idea? I don't have control over the thrusters on the back half of this vehicle.
Uh-oh.
Because it's technically not the same vehicle.
Uh-oh.
So I'm actually having to manually control the altitude rather than letting the dampeners do it for me.
I believe you need to stretch it. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you, Bullhead. Thank you for coming in, too.
Welcome to the craziness.
You are so great. Thank you. I was having issues with Space Engineers today.
We're down! Yay!
You mean you survived?
Have you not come over to see this?
I will in 1 second. There we go. How's that? Better?
Let me clear my HUD up a bit.
Much
There we
better?
go.
Oh, look, he just got back from cooking. Oh, there we go. Thank you so
hiya,
much.
Bull.
Thank you. Got that fixed.
Yeah, Roasty, just before you get too impressed by the Xbox conversion, I am running this on a Series X. So I'm basically running it on a mid-range PC.
I appreciate you telling me. I appreciate you telling me. Thank you for telling me. What was I doing? Oh yes, I was going to see what you were starting. Yes, yes. So, Bullhead, if you haven't noticed, we have a little thing going on right now. A challenge. And if we get 20k cookies, they're just cookies, then we will have a Starfinder campaign. And I just did exactly the stupidest thing in the world. I went up and it was just
going well, Karsa.
We are at 9, we are almost at half. Yes, guys, it's going real well. I'm trying to remember what I had to get, and I forgot. And yeah. Yeah. My brain is not working today.
It's fine, it's working enough. We're only doing Space Engineers, you know, it's not heavy on the old brain matter or anything.
You say that
right.
now. Alright, we do need motors. I think that's the problem we have, or is it the computers?
For anyone that's wondering why I brought these over the way I did, I couldn't be bothered to empty the old welding ship out when I brought the new one over.
Yeah.
So I just stuck them together and flew them both over.
So that means computers. Computers.
It also means that when I switch over this grinder back to a welder, all I actually have to do is just rip the welder off of the other ship.
Well, that's good.
And it means that next time I plough this one into the floor, we've got spare parts just sat here ready to go.
One thing I do not like about the Space Engineers by far is the energy low.
Yeah.
They really should give it 3 times more.
Yeah, probably. Right.
Because that would still make, I mean, it still makes sense, but wow. I am always low and always roughing it up. Okay, so what do we need for this? We need... I'm going to do the bottom one, so you're going to have to do the top one.
That's fine. I've got the welding ship back now.
I think we're starting to run out of this stuff. Pretty bad.
Are you pulling materials from the oil rig as well?
Not yet. But
We've got a lot more material then.
Okay, so...
Look, new fresh ship, absolutely no sign that anything happened to it whatsoever.
There we go. See if we can at least do one at a time. Run.
In fact, I probably should fly this from third person for a minute, because it was flying this thing around in first person that made me kind of explode last time.
Well, that's not good. You don't want to do that.
Now, judging by the angle I was flying at, I probably hit the back of the ship on a refinery. Those tend to be a little bit solid.
That makes sense.
Yep, definitely, judging by my dodgy flying just then.
Please tell me you didn't blow up again.
No, I didn't blow up again. I was ready for it this time, and in third person camera, so I could see it coming.
Okay, good. Does it
Still have anything? Oh, wow.
What?
Just running out of parts in the welding ship.
We're running out of parts everywhere.
Welcome to Space Engineers! Yep, that's going to be this empty. No, apparently not. Okay, there we go.
Alright. Starting with this one. No. We need more construction parts.
There we go. Ah!
Because we are just working on the floor right now. Can you imagine what's the rest?
Yay, let's go and get some more parts.
Yes. We're going back and forth trying to get this done. And it's kind of
Yeah, for anyone that thinks this is slow, you obviously haven't worked on a real engineering project, because this is lightning speed compared to those.
Yeah, actually, you're not wrong.
Oh, of course.
You are definitely not wrong. I'm running out of
There we go.
hydrogen.
Oh dear.
Let's see if I can get some. There we go. My hydrogen is now filled.
Okay, what have we got over here? Ugh.
Yes, actually, No Man's Sky is crazy lightning speed. Okay, we need how many displays?
Well, that tells me what I need to move to the front of the production queue over here.
Yeah, we're out of. We're out of computer parts and display parts.
Okie dokie. Anything else we need?
Construction parts.
I can bring some of those as well. Any other big ticket items at the minute?
At this moment, those are the main ones.
Okie doke.
And then I guess we'll need some steel plates too, eventually, again.
We always need steel plates.
So...
Okay.
Because we are literally starting to run out of stuff. Alright, so computer...
I just loaded a bunch of them into the welding ship.
There's the displays. More displays. I want the displays right now. Yes.
We have an assembler built!
Oh my god!
We have 2 assemblers built!
No to the presses! We have an assembler built! We have 2! Now we are going to have 3 if we can help it.
We have 3.
4.
4!
No, we just have to...
What are we missing for those speed modules on top?
Do I need to fly up there?
Probably, because if you can tell me, I can load it into the welding ship.
Construction parts.
Was that it?
Steel tubes.
There we go. I say, I loaded construction components.
I'm hurting myself again.
Don't do that.
The doctor... I tell the doctor
Well.
that I'm hurting myself and they say, well, don't do that.
Yes.
Small tubes seem to be another thing we're starting to run out of.
Okay, so... Steel tubes.
Do we have some? And I can give them to you.
Yes. We have small steel tubes. Let's chuck some more construction components over. Was that it for those speed modules?
I think so. I am not positive.
Okay.
Because,
Well, we'll try it and see what happens.
yeah, everywhere I touch the stuff, your fingers are broken.
Yep.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember.
Don't remember, but we have a completed assembler. Oh, we're obviously missing something else on that one.
What are we missing?
Don't know, but that one's complete. So
Alright.
yes, whatever that one's missing.
Let's see. Computer parts.
Of course it is.
Let's see here. Computer parts is it.
Okay, that I can get really quickly. We've got some built.
Alright, so as if you guys have just started joining us in here, this is the floor of our Santa workshop. This is actually under the floor because we don't want to have this part above the floor. Those things hurt a lot. So.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted an example, I just gave you several. So I am dropping a couple of links into my chat for my Discord, my YouTube VOD archive, and also a list of my friends' Discord. So you've got Lady Artemis, Karsa, and Dovikin.
Now, I haven't seen any Dovikin's streams yet.
Dovikin doesn't stream. Dovikin mainly is doing background stuff in Space Engineers. That's more what he does. He doesn't actually stream. So that's why I've only got a link to his Discord, because he doesn't actually do streaming. He's doing a lot of, he wants to create some mod packs and things like that. So
yes, if you guys want a definite great person to watch, Artemis is amazing. She does a lot of horror.
yes.
Where I do sci-fi, and I believe that also Tenable does sci-fi. We're kind of a peas in a pod, really. We both were engineers at one time.
For my sins, I still am.
For me, unfortunately, with disability, I have not been able to be.
Yes.
One. So, yeah, and I have a degree in biology and chemistry, and I also have a minor in geotechnical. So, I know what this stuff is.
Yes. Yeah, this is very much a case of taking your work home.
Literally.
Come on. Well,
Yay!
thank you. Fixed it.
Why energy low? Out of curiosity, do any of you guys ever really want to go into space? Or is this just for fun?
I mean, I kind of would, but at the same time, I have serious problems with just flying, so I'm not entirely sure how well I'd cope with a rocket launch.
If you can't fly, you cannot go on.
Yeah, I mean, the problem I have with flight is I get really bad altitude sickness.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do it.
Which is hilarious because I get really bad altitude sickness in a plane. But I can walk to the top of Mount Snowdon in the UK and not have any problems at all. Which is like 3,500 feet.
I don't know.
So, there is no logic to this, but it's me, so that shouldn't be a shock for anyone, really.
And I know there's somebody else who, low-toned, I think he was asking me about massage therapy. Yes, I did massage therapy after all of that because I moved up north from where I was and there was no jobs available up here, so I did massage therapy.
Yeah, you do what you need to do.
You do what you do to survive.
I mean, heck, I spent 5 years working in a bakery. That was my first job. Worse, it was a bakery in a supermarket.
Yes.
Not even a good bakery.
Not even a good bakery. You know, actually, some of their food can be... Okay, maybe not.
I stick by my original statement. When one of your parents' jobs at the time was literally professional caterer. So even supermarket food is not great.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Okay. How are we doing for resources? That's the next question.
I don't know.
Iron. How much iron? Oh my lord.
I think I'm making a
Okay,
mistake.
so...
No, this should not be going like this. Okay, I just noticed something.
Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. You know we started with 320,000 iron at the beginning of this?
Yeah, how are we?
188,000.
Oh, dear God.
And it needs another 306,000 to finish building everything that we've got queued up.
Okay.
And I don't think we've got enough parts queued up.
No.
So, would you like me to go mining whilst you carry on building stuff?
Yes. Please.
Okie dokie then. Surface iron, iron, nickel, cobalt.
Now,
that's what we need.
Me putting
Yeah.
floor down, like this. Can you see my street?
Give me 2 seconds and I'll be able to. Oh, that's where that iron deposit is. Actually, I'll just fly over. Right.
Is this a problem? Or is it we gonna need to have this changed for the conveyor?
I wasn't planning on bringing the conveyors out of this side of it, so that should be fine. What we'll need to do is actually let me plan out the conveyors first.
Yeah, let's do the
before I
conveyors
fly off.
first before we do anything else.
Yeah.
Because I just realized that this could be a problem.
Wow, okay, that's a problem. O2 generators. Fill my hydrogen bottles, please.
That's a huge problem. When did that happen?
No, I was trying to do it, and I was trying to do it from the cockpit of the grinding ship, and there obviously isn't the right size conveyor pipe between the two places. So...
Don't have enough time
Okay.
to go mining, so potentially Friday.
We'll be fine. To be honest, I may just, take the oil rig out and do some mining between streams.
I think we'll both do that.
Okay.
I'll do it with the little one, you do it with the big one.
That's like a plan.
Now we are going to need a walkway, so that's why I was trying to figure this out.
Yeah, I figure if we get the conveyor system under the floor done first, it'll be easier to get it welded up.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can get to it. Yeah, bring those out there. How can I do this where it's not going to complicate your floor? Choose a different type of conveyor.
Yeah, see, I was thinking about the floor too. I was thinking, how do we do this?
How about you use a conveyor that's also a floor?
That'll do. That'll work. Okay.
Bring those down. Basically, what I'm trying to do is bring these all to a single conveyor pipe.
Alright, so we're gonna take these and we're gonna need like T conveyor parts.
Yeah, so that's where I'm aiming them for. That can actually, we can leave this as a walkway. So if we actually remove that,
It's fine.
and put that in there instead. Now I am, for anyone wondering, deliberately using a mixture of armoured conveyors and normal conveyors, just to give us a little bit more visual variety, but also because the normal conveyors are a damn sight cheaper.
Yeah, that makes sense.
that'll need to be a T-piece. Those should just go straight across. And that can just go in there. Okay, cool.
Alright.
There.
Okay. And then this has to go here. That looks good. Yeah, we need a part there. And
And the last one goes there. Perfect. Right.
alright.
So that's that laid out.
Oh. Yep. Okay. Gotcha. Making sure I got it. Making sure we
Yep.
got all the parts.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, cool. That means the rest of this can be done floor-wise. Normal.
Yeah. Though we will want to weld as many of those up as we can beforehand.
Yeah, because I can,
Rosie,
I can
if we
see this
confused you,
happening
you don't know which
now.
chat. Right, Roasty, I have both chats open, so you know, I can see you whichever one you're writing in, if that makes your decision easier.
I unfortunately cannot see the other chat. Because right now I got too much going on.
Yeah, I mean, I am thoroughly cheating on that front, because the way I'm seeing both chats is I manage my stream on a tablet computer, and I'm watching Karsa's stream and chat on a phone.
Yes.
I have a little mini mission control set up on a table next to my chair.
Alright, so what we need is interior plates for every one of these.
Yep.
Alright.
What I will do is
These are not going to be able to be
move up.
done by your thing. I'll have to do these by myself because they're down below.
You'd be able to get to them with most of them, but the problem is you're going to need to fly it because I'm about to go mining.
We'll just do it the hard way.
Okay, fine. Fine. Right,
Because I
For
can
those that haven't-
see it right now. I end up crashing and then we have to start again, making a new ship. Nah, we'll do it the hard way.
okay, so for those that haven't seen this thing yet, this is what happens when I decide I'm going to build a small, simple mining vehicle.
When he says a small, simple mining vehicle. Small, right? No.
Yeah, this absolutely doesn't have a turret-mounted drill arm that can be adjusted for elevation
Hey.
and bore nearly 100 meters underground. Absolutely doesn't.
I think we're going to do this one at a time because I think yeah. I'll just get whatever I have in my pocket. Ouch.
Yeah, look. Look, Roasty, this is a perfectly reasonable design in Space Engineers. Also, please ignore the fact that the piston is so happy about flying around that it has to jump with joy at every takeoff. You think I'm joking, Karsa?
No. Because I know how bad my driving is, and I honestly think it's not just me. I think it's also it.
Oh no, trust me, you could be the best driver in the world in this game, and this piston would still jump for joy on takeoff.
Yeah.
You'll also notice, those that are watching me, that this thing is not happy flying, because it doesn't really know how to react to the several tons of drill arm mounted on the roof. So it just sort of tries to make it up as it goes along and overcorrects constantly.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Great fun! This Karsa is why I said you probably shouldn't try flying this thing.
Yeah. Critical.
I don't like flying this thing, it makes me nervous. But at the same time, it is so much fun to actually use it when mining.
I'm going to die. You know why?
Well, don't do that.
Because I can't get to my car. My
Oh dear.
my rover. I can't get to it.
This appears to be a problem, Karsa.
Yes, energy critical.
Roasty, I'm glad you're enjoying the mood here.
Made it.
Absolutely glad you're enjoying
I
it.
made it.
Yay!
Yay! Yes, our mood is very interesting.
Yeah, our mood is surprisingly on point considering that we've only ever met through stream.
Yeah, we've actually worked well together.
Yeah. Be afraid, everyone. Be afraid.
Yeah, 2 engineers put it together. Oh no.
Right.
So how many engineers does it take to change a light bulb? I want to know if it's
It's the usual
same.
stereotype, isn't it?
I need to know if it's the same as it is in America.
Oh, well, what's the American version? Because the English version changes rapidly, depending on who you ask.
Well, it takes one to design it.
Yep.
One to
So far, so good.
one to twist it. One to make sure that the light is working properly, and 3 to be standing around saying that no, this is how it goes. This is how it goes.
Ah, right. So we usually add at least one in there to do the health and safety
Oh yes,
paperwork.
health and safety. Yes.
And you've also got to have a site supervisor.
That's the person standing around.
Oh, come on, little mining barge. Stop playing rock around the clock. Okay.
So I think it's like six total.
Yeah. The short version of it we go for is 3 more than you think it will take.
That's about right too. That's about right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So for my next trick is lining up this really silly drill with the ground.
Alright. For my next trick, I'm going to see if I can get these components right.
So if anyone would like to see the stream with the highest potential chance for explosions, that would be me for the next, like, 30 seconds or so.
Yes. He has more chance of exploding. I have more chance of dying. Because I have to go around now.
So we'll just line this up with the iron deposit. There we go.
Okay. Motors now. Okay, right. Going back and forth.
And
back
now we
and
use
forth.
the second rotor to aim it down at the iron deposit. That'll do nicely. And now we start extending the drills. And we're mining. You watch both. Roasty, go for it. That's why we have the multi-twitch.
Yes. Well, we're talking to, so it works. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So, for those that haven't experienced the joys of what in Space Engineers are either known as piston snakes or danger snakes or clang machines, take your pick, we have a nice little stack here of 9 interlocked pistons where each one is set to move the ones ahead of it further in. So they're all moving with a combined speed of 0.01 meters a second, which is exactly the speed that the drills will destroy the voxels at. Then we just push it into the floor.
Are you going down, or are you going to be going?
Oh, this thing doesn't drill straight down. This only goes sideways.
Oh, okay.
It can do a maximum of 33 degrees downwards.
Ah.
That's the slope it'll cut.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's absolutely unstable. That's why it works. I mean, when you consider that is something like 5.5 tons of drill arm hanging off of this one rotor.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's also hanging off of this one rotor as well. So there's multiple points of failure on this thing, as was proved when it was built, when I fired the prototype of this halfway across the ice lake over there. I haven't actually found the part yet. As far as I know, it's possibly still going. You think I'm joking?
Oh no, I know you're not. It's just funny to hear that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, for those that haven't played with Space Engineer's physics engine, there are actual weapons that are used in PvP combat that people make that abuse the physics engine and use that clanging ability where it just goes, I don't know what you're doing anymore. And yeah, those are used in ship-to-ship combat.
There surely has to be a quicker way to do these conveyor belts.
Yes, it's called a welding ship.
No.
You asked.
No.
You asked.
I have a feeling it would just blow up. And then there's more
I mean,
trouble.
if I've already managed to partially blow one up, it might have a bad track record for you. The other thing this machine's really good for is making nice level slopes if you wanted to build an underground car park. Because you can set this to whatever gradient you like and just let it get on with it.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And Roasty, to quote a YouTuber that I have known for many years, if it's stupid but it works, it's not stupid. Bonus points to anyone that happens to know which YouTuber I stole that one from. He is a Brit, just to narrow the field.
Oh, spin?
No!
No?
Nope.
I put spin. I didn't think. No, it can't be. It
No,
can't be
this is
Orion.
specifically a YouTuber, not a streamer.
Oh.
And is far bigger than anyone in our little community.
Oh no.
I'll give everyone a hint. I met him at a in real life event called Tank Fest.
Tank Fest.
Something we have on. Yeah, that is exactly what it sounds like.
Oh,
It's essentially a music festival with tanks.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I do not. I don't know.
It's held at the Bovington Tank Museum in England.
Oh wow! I am
right
very
down on the
pleased.
south.
Oh.
No, that's fine. I'm consider this the educational portion of this video.
I thought
and
all of
you'll
it was
probably
pretty
find-
educational.
Well, yeah, okay.
Even if
So,
it's what not to do.
While I've got a punch drill just going into the floor here, let's demonstrate some education here. So, there is a museum in the UK called the Tank Museum, because it is literally the same place that the very first tanks were ever designed and tested. That is the whole thing of Bovington. It is where the tank was first created in World War One.
Guess what, guys? It is 3:30.
Wow. Do I finish educational story first?
Yes, you do that first, and I will
Cool.
prepare for the next.
You prepare, I'll talk. So, no, he doesn't have written his YouTube name, Roasty. Keep trying. So, they built a museum at Bovington because they had loads of historical and experimental tanks, and it is now a huge, great set of buildings there. So much so that every year, apart from last year for obvious reasons, they hold something called Tank Fest, where they get all of their working tanks out of the museum and they invite loads of other armies, museums, private collectors to bring their working tanks to Bovington, and they have a weekend-long festival centred around tanks driving around the arena there. And it's a mixture of people doing historical reenactment and all that sort of thing, but they always have multiple tank driving displays through the weekend that are set to music. The last one I went to was 2018, and the opening performance, if you like, for the arena was 4 Dutch Army Leopard tanks driving at full speed with their governors removed to Rammstein's Du Hast playing over the tannoy system.
Oh my.
So you've got 4 times 60 plus ton tanks moving at about 40 miles an hour, driving round an arena to an audience with heavy metal playing. It is quite the experience.
Wow. Alright.
And that is where I happened to meet the YouTuber that I stole that saying from.
So who's this YouTuber again?
The YouTuber is called The Mighty Jingles,
Oh,
and he mainly is responsible for content for a game called World of Tanks. Hence, he was at Tankfest.
nice.
He is a wonderful gentleman, wicked sense of humour, but yeah, only got a couple of minutes to talk to him, so as always is the case when you're meeting people at these events, and he was there as a guest.
Okay.
So,
Alright, for those of you who would like to join in, if you are subscribed, it'll be 5 times more likely. If you are not, you can buy up to 10 tickets. The first one is free. I will start it in 5 minutes. In the meantime, we'll continue.
in the meantime, I've currently mined 1.3 million kilograms of stone, and we've now hit the iron deposit.
You've just hit the iron deposit.
Well, yeah, there was a little bit of stone and ice in the way, so just had to bore straight through that while we were at it.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Annoyingly, it's a really small iron
I
deposit.
noticed yesterday when I was taking care of the cobalt and all that, and I could get 1K of that. It's
Yep.
for every 1K, it seemed like you had 10,000.
It's different depending on each ore.
It seemed
So
like it
each-
was.
Yeah, each ore will have a different conversion rate.
And
So the rarer the material, like platinum for example, has got the worst conversion rate of any ore to ingot, and it's something like for every 1,000 platinum you get 0.01 of an ingot. It's tiny amounts, so yeah, that's why we're going to need to put yield modules on the back of your refinery to boost that to its maximum.
wow. Yeah,
So-
that makes sense.
You know what, I'm just going to let this punch drill go the whole way. Let's fill up the entire thing.
Right now I'm filling up my energy because my energy is critical. Or was critical.
Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, we've only filled 16% of the cargo on this thing. That'll be fine. Seventeen and a half. Yeah, this thing fills up quick. I mean, we have got another 2 million stone now.
Oh, wow. Well, at least we can get something out of the stone.
Oh yeah, the stone converts nicely.
It would be nice, though, that we could do concrete instead of metal. Because we
Yeah,
have
that
plenty
is-
of stone.
Yeah, we do really. That the concrete would have been brilliant, but unfortunately, only I can actually place the concrete.
It's a DLC that I can't even deal with.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh well. Such is life.
Alright, how are we doing on this?
Well, we got
2/3 of the way.
he's 2/3 of the way, and I'm 1/3 of the way. 1/4 of the way.
2/3 of the way through the pistons being fully extended.
Oh. Okay. I'm running back and
Oh
forth.
wow, that was an absolutely pathetic iron deposit.
Really? That bad?
It's almost 1 block thick. That's it.
That's not good. Did you go to the one where I had a hole in it?
I went to the closest iron deposit, the one that's like 2 kilometers away up the hill.
Yeah, that's the one I had a hole in it.
Yeah, well, there's now a very much bigger hole in it.
Yeah, that was my hole for you. So that, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because there wasn't much.
But yeah, it is well, I've cut clean through the iron deposit from the side, and it's basically one piston body deep, which is 2 blocks, so 5 meters.
Don't tell me we're running out of construction parts.
Check the oil rig.
Yep.
I say that because I queued up about 8,000 of them.
Heading there now. Where is the spot for me to get it? Right here. Okay.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, we're at 7.8 meters of 10 meters extension on the pistons.
Alrighty then, guys. I guess we have the ability now to call it. In 2 minutes, I will be calling the giveaway and letting you guys know.
But as you can see, chat, you do get some lovely flat slopes out of this drill system. So if we ever need to build a tunnel we can drive down for some reason, this is the machine for the job. We just missed the cobalt deposit. I was hoping we'd catch the edge of it.
You just missed it? Because I literally drew yesterday for all 3 of them. So...
Well, this thing is not the most precise when it comes to aiming at a deposit.
Yeah, Chad, I made those holes. It was my fault.
Chat, don't blame Karsa. I didn't use any of the holes that she dug because I had to punch in from the side rather than straight down.
Okay.
So Karsa's 3 dig holes are still up here.
That means that I can run over your own hole.
There is now a hole that Karsa can actually drive her lorry down.
Oh.
That goes under the deposits.
Oh. Okay, let's see if I see silicon. I just noticed where silicon is.
I think you're basically on top of a silicon deposit.
I think you're right, actually. I'm very close to it, at least.
Yeah.
See, this is the non-sensible way, but it's also the safer way. Because I'm running back and forth, but we're having fun.
It's the way that Karsa feels happiest doing it, so I'm not going to try and convince her to try the mining or the welding ships out.
I don't want to blow it up in the middle of our street.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I have left a mostly broken one sat on the ice.
Alright, guys. I have finally finished that part. So let's go ahead and do this giveaway. We have not many people going for it. Okay.
It does seem to be a rather quiet night tonight.
Yeah. Oh, it's fixed the race, but drawing the winner. Winner is Roasty. Roasty, congratulations. All you need to do is go to streamloots.com and make yourself an account if you haven't already done so. Once you have done that, then I can give you the pack. It's streamloots.com. Copy. And then I will look for your name. But congratulations, Roasty, on winning.
Congratulations.
You won today. Yeah, you'll want to go to streamloots.com and make yourself, basically you just attach your Twitch to it and it's fine. It's no big deal. But this is how I've been doing a lot of things lately. And it's working. Okay. So, oh my, there's Christmas and Christmas streamers. I'll have to figure that out later. I have my creator dashboard and my gift back. Let's see here.
I do believe, Karsa, you may have just had a sub.
Oh my! Thank you so much. Let me see who I just got subbed with. Oh! My bugging redneck, thank you for subbing. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. I am glad to see you here. Yay! Yay! Yes, welcome in. We are doing Space Engineers. We have about 15 minutes left. And we're just doing a lot of mining right now because we ran out of stuff.
We really are.
We ran out of stuff. So we're getting basically stuff done that, you know, like giveaway and all that kind of stuff done. Got your Roasty. And here's your pack. Congratulations. Basically, you can use those during my stream to do a lot of things to me. I'm afraid to know. I don't have one for Space Engineers, so... But it is mainly for Minecraft.
For anyone on my end, I am now in the process of packing up the strange drilling contraption.
So, he's on his way back.
Yep, just got to stow the drill.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Yes, I will be for every stream during the month of December, and it will be only the month of December because it does get expensive. Going to be doing stream loot giveaways. So, I mean, I might actually do them in the future, like once every week or once a month, but not like I'm doing it for December.
And for anyone wondering on my end, I have no idea if I'm going to be doing stuff like that. I had no expectations of ever hitting affiliate, so I am completely unprepared.
Look,
I'll
buddy,
own up to that.
I have told you that I was going to make you an affiliate because you came in
I
at
know
the
you
same
did.
time I did.
Still doesn't mean that I actually thought it was going to happen.
And
right,
now
anyway.
it's time for us to get Orion.
Now that's going to be an interesting one. I think he'll be alright though.
I think he'll be fine.
Okay, drill has been stowed. I am on my way back.
Yeah, I agree. That would be the best time for us to do stream loots would be during community stream day. Because it's most likely the time when everybody will be there.
And of course, this thing that handles really badly when it's empty handles so much better when you fill it full of a large quantity of stone.
I'm not sure how to take that.
Sarcastically.
I have
The way
a
it was
feeling.
intended.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was hearing.
I mean, I took off straight up and it nearly did a barrel roll, so, you know.
Oh my.
Yeah, if anyone would like to see how a drunk person would look flying, that's a pretty good example that I'm giving you right now.
Just a note, I don't have to be drunk to be flying like that.
I mean, depending on the day, neither do I, apparently. Karsa, I may have just noticed a slight problem.
What's the problem?
Where am I plugging this thing in?
That's a good question.
To get the materials out of it, because this has more cargo storage on it than your base, so we can't really plug it into your base.
Ooh. Ooh.
I think we're going to have to plug it in to my oil rig.
Yeah, we can do that. But you have a little ship on your rig right now.
Yeah, I know. This is why it's kind of a problem.
We could also make a spot for it. No. It won't work, will it?
Not easily.
Not yet, at least. We're gonna eventually make a spot on that area where we're making the printer, but it's not there yet.
Yep. Yeah, Magica, comparing this to a shopping cart, or a shopping trolley as we call them over here, absolutely spot on. It's about as easy to fly as a shopping cart with the wonky wheel. Because it is constantly trying to fight me.
Grinder, okay. Hello, come on.
Oh, I am so tempted to do something really stupid.
Uh-oh.
I don't think this has got enough thrusters for me to get away with it.
Uh-oh.
And if it goes wrong, it will go really wrong.
Okay, this side is finally done. Yay! So 1/3 of one. This is going back.
Karsa, apparently you've also got magnesium above that silicon deposit.
Oh wow. Okay. Cannot roll any more motors. Does that mean we're out of motors?
Either we're out of motors,
No.
or your cargo storage, or your backpack's full.
Backpack's full. We will take care of this real fast. See if we can do it this way. Okay.
Oh, space engineers, don't change. Your glitches are glorious. In case people are wondering what that was all about, you know I crashed the grinding ship earlier? Well, I've just found the uranium that popped out of the reactors, reminding people I did that over there in the construction building, on the landing pad where the grinding ship was parked overnight. Because space engineers. Yep.
Yes.
Right.
Space engineers, so much fun.
Now, the one thing that I did do sensibly on this mining barge is that there is a cockpit at both ends of it.
Oh, really? Okay.
And the connector is directly above the cockpit. At both ends of it. Which makes this a lot easier. I need to remove the no sorting tag on this connector. Actually, no I don't. No I don't. I can do that manually. This will not take long.
It's good because our time is almost up.
And we are docked.
Nice.
So, this ship, that...
You are better
then
at
we
being
want-
docked than I am, by far. I have to learn how to do that.
And you will.
I'm sure I will. Okay. That's done. Going on the other side.
Right, there we are. That's the mining rig completely emptied.
Awesome. So
Which means I can now get it off the connector.
I will definitely be working on this probably a little bit off screen, getting some of this stuff done.
Yep.
But at the same time, on Friday we have decided we are going to meet up again.
We are.
Yes. You did say yes.
I did say yes. I was agreeing.
Yes.
I was also trying to land at the same time, so I was partly distracted.
Oh, okay. So we are meeting again for Space Engineers at 1 o'clock on Friday. Those of you who know Central Time. Those of you who know GMT is what?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. And that is going to be Friday. And we'll go from there.
Yep. Yeah, for me, that is not one of my normal streaming days, so if that confuses anyone, I apologise.
Yeah. He normally only streams 2 days a week. I stream 4.
Yes.
He has a job.
Yeah.
I don't.
Job, multiple volunteering things. I'm slightly busy.
Well, I volunteer. I volunteer all the time. And I play a lot.
Yeah.
Play a lot of DMing. I DM all the time.
You do.
Starfinder, Pathfinder, vampires, D&D. You name it, I do it.
Yep.
Alright.
Well, gotta keep busy.
Yes. I've lost my mind.
I mean, you're assuming I ever had mine. Anyway.
This is true. Okay. But yeah, so Friday we're going to be doing more of the same. I'm going to get some of this stuff done before we get back on it Friday. I'll probably be putting at least the floor in on this side, finishing up these conveyors. Making sure that we at least have these conveyors done.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. Actually, we are getting there. It's not that big of an issue.
Yeah, I mean, we're now almost at the point where this base can actually start building and refining for us.
Which is good. Except we still need to get to cargo spots and stuff like that. And then we can start doing that.
And also a point that we can connect vehicles up to offload them.
Yes. So, but we are getting somewhere. And, yeah, so Friday is going to be more of the same. Probably going to be working on the next floor, the main floor.
Assuming we get cargo done.
We still have to do Santa's office. We still have to do the printer, the elves' present area, which is conveyors and egg cargo.
And for anyone wondering, yes, the printer area can be a wonderful, wonderful trap in the Starfinder that Karsa's running, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. This is all being made as a map for our Starfinder campaign. Actually, it's not the campaign. It's going to be just a one-shot. On the 19th at 10 a.m., which is a Sunday. It's the Sunday before Christmas, in which we are going to be making sure I don't die of energy low. Just a normal day of space engineers.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even, register these days, the energy low.
Okay, so...
Karsa, you're also only 200 metres away from an iron deposit.
Really? Wow.
Really?
I'm like in a perfect spot, yet I'm also in a perfect spot to make holes.
Yeah, anyone wondering? That hole over there, nothing to do with mining.
Oops. I probably should heal myself.
No, actually, that technically was something to do with mining because it was created by a miner. There was just no drills involved.
Oh, yeah. And she puts her head underneath her arm in shame.
Anyone that says they have never crashed a space engineer's ship is lying.
True enough.
If nothing else, at some point Space Engineers is just going to clang out and make sure you crash.
Which has happened already too.
Hello Zentra. Yes, that does exactly mean what you think it means.
I'm getting myself healed up because I crashed down.
Yeah, that'll happen.
There we go. Actually, it's probably a good time as any to see who we're going to raid.
Yes, it probably is.
So, I'm going to log my... I'm not going to do that yet. Hold on. Back to start. Okay.
Yep.
Save.
The only person I've got is Spin. So whether you have anyone else, I will let you guide the raid this time.
Oh no, my time is... Okay, well, we can look at it. Give me a second. Let me get to that point.
Yep, Zentra, definitely all hail Clang. Clang is the god of space engineers.
All hail Clang, all hail Clang. Alright, let's see who we got. Who do we got? Oh.
Right, while Karsa is deciding who we're going to go and raid, I will drop my Discord link again, just in case we've got some new people watching that want to come and have a chat.
Yeah.
So that's how to get hold of me when I'm not streaming. And
I'm getting better at
once
that.
once I have finished having an argument with my PC for actually uploading stuff, this is my YouTube VOD archive, which apparently even Nightbot's struggling with. There we go. So yeah, I tried to upload the current episodes that we've done, Karsa, and my YouTube just went, nah, I don't feel like doing that today.
Oh gee, yeah.
It caused some sort of error that restarted my computer.
We have Tainted Rumbler, who is doing Icarus right now. I'm
aware of Icarus, I'm not aware of that streamer.
We have... I'm looking for actual sci-fi this time. Borderlands 3, with Mackinac, who is also one of our followers.
Okay.
So we can try them. Let me see if they're available. Let me see if they're...
As I said, I do not mind who we go and raid. The only people from my list of ones I follow is Spin, who's playing Gears 3, And that's pretty much it, actually. My list is pretty quiet tonight.
Alright, let's go with this one. I need to check something out. 1 second.
I will need to know who we are raiding so that I can actually type it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, he does talk. I wasn't sure if he talked or not.
Fair enough.
I have one streamer friend who does not talk at all. They're mute.
Okay, that's an interesting way of doing it.
Yeah. It's very interesting, but it happens. It happens. So
Yeah. That's fine. Each their own.
this is the person who we're gonna go see. Can you see it in my stream?
Oh.
Mackinac. Mac. It seems like Mackinac. Here, I'll do it in your
I
stream.
appear to have missed it because I was looking at who
There,
was online.
that's it. That's it.
Now, come on, chat room. You can do it. You can actually give me the thing.
Give me the thing. The thing.
At this point, you may just have to Discord it to me because it doesn't appear to be playing ball.
Oh, it's not. Wow. I have to get on. Okay. Well, let me do this real quick.
Hang on. No, it's finally come through.
Okay. Great.
It has finally come through.
Alright, guys. Here is your raid message. For those of you who are joined my stream, you can use it on that one too. we're sci-fi people. We want your cookies. And I hope that you all have a wonderful day. We will see you on Friday at the same time that we started today, which is at 1 p.m.
We will.
Yes. And then on Sunday is Minecraft Community. And then Monday we're going to be doing Pathfinder on my end. How about yours, Tenable?
So obviously I will be here Friday at 7 p.m. my time. And Sunday I will be streaming at 8 p.m. my time with Generation Zero Co-op Survival. So that is 4-player mayhem in a robot apocalypse.
So
it is pretty interesting.
So yeah, as it is said, we are both very much into sci-fi. So if you love sci-fi, if you like tabletop, if you like any of that kind of stuff, you're right in the right spot.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And if you like Minecraft, you're right in the right spot. This is where you're going to get creativity. This is where you're going to get sci-fi.
You live here now.
Yeah, you live here. So thank you again for all being here. We appreciate you, and we'd love to see you again.
Absolutely. Thank you for the follows. Zentra, thank you very much for the follow. That's just decided to come through. Twitch being its ever helpful self.
Oh yeah. So
I mean, we started with technical issues. We might as well finish with them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. Story of Clang.
Oh, and the raid's gone.
Yes, and here we go. Have a wonderful day. We will see you. Oh, thank you for the follow, Zentra. Phylon? Did I say that right? Zentra. That is a wonderful, cool name.